cheers to the Halloween.
Cheers.
So, tell me, what's your sex life like?
Hopefully you're heterosexual.
Nah, bro, it's 2025.
All right. I don't want to be offensive to anyone.
Do whatever you want, man. That's one way to open up a show. Is like, so how you fucking?
You know.
Do you ever ask that question when you're dating a girl? Like, did it ever come around to like, what's your body count? Like,
I don't think I ever want to ask that question. Because what's a good answer? Like if they say, "Oh, you're the first," that's not good either.
No, I think the right answer would be, who have you been fucking?
That's a better one.
I would think so.
I'd be like, "Do you know TJ?" Because like,
the fuck. I just think to myself, like, if you're gonna talk to a girl, and I don't think body count really matters. To me, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just like, what trash have you been taking down that I gotta like do you see me in that way, or is this like the revival tour?
Yeah.
where like,
am I better than that?
right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess like in any type of dating scenario, you want to be like better than the rest, not just the next mistake, trash. I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on what you want to be, maybe you want to be the mistake.
It's fun for like. It's in the instance of like, yeah, it's like you're playing with fire in that way, but then after a while, like you just kind of feel like shit.
I just always want to be like, oh, I like this train wreck.
Well, yeah, you like some fucking train wreck.
Oh, easy. They're all fine, but I am the train wreck, and
well, see, I think you're just a fucked up conductor on a fucked up train.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe on something there.
Yeah, cheers to that again. I guess.
Cheers.
So, why'd you pick Pennywise? I love these things.
Because of Welcome to Derry. It was we watched it. I thought it was great. I cannot wait for the second episode. I honestly wish it started earlier in October. That would.
Yeah, why? Like, I figured Stranger Things should have been out by now.
Yeah, Stranger Things is like still like I just saw a thing. It was like 56 more days. I'm like, so like the end of December.
Yeah, you're gonna have like the final series for during Christmas time.
Yeah,
New Year's?
I mean, I don't know what time of the year it's gonna take place. I mean, I get it's
They're
somewhat
old now.
Dude, the one chick's married.
Who, Billy Bob or Millie?
Yeah.
Millie, what's her name? Millie J. Millie Bob.
No, you're on something.
Something like that.
11, and
Yeah, well, because she's got at least 20 something now, right?
Yeah, they were like all in their 20s.
I saw clips of like the show, and like you just could tell they were just.
Yeah.
As long as they play to that point in the show, I think we should be fine.
Yeah. I don't know where they're picking up. Are they gonna be like, oh yeah, like 8 years ago, which would be accurate. But are they going to be like, oh, like 4 years ago? It's like, no, you guys are in your 20s now, and you were 13 then, or 12.
Right.
You know, you can't say like 3 years later.
Did it end with the brother? Or no, that was the season before with the brother, right? With the redhead chick's brother, and he like.
Oh, and
the last season was with Vecna.
Vecna. Yeah, when he
Master of Puppets.
Yeah, that scene.
That was that was the last season. I watched it all in one shot. I actually wasn't into it at all.
I loved it.
I liked it. I like it now.
Yeah,
but I wasn't into it when it first came out. You know, it's just too much like hype with it.
So I didn't even start watching until like the second season was like a few months away,
right.
And everybody kept talking about it. And at first I'm like, I'm not watching these. Like, yeah, too much hype, and then I was like, all right, there's nothing on. Let me give it a shot. I watched the first episode, instantly hooked. I was like, I don't really care for the D&D stuff because I've never done that before. But like all the nerdy references and things, I was like, I liked it.
Yeah.
You know, they dressed up like Ghostbusters in one of the episodes in season 2, I think. But yeah. But I was like, I love all those 80 references and stuff.
I should give it a run through again, shouldn't I?
Yeah, I mean, I just did again, hoping that I was going to watch it slow enough that I would get to the point where like, oh, the new season's starting. But no, I still got apparently like 50 something days.
I love how Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke's daughter is in it and looks just like them.
Wait, which one is she?
She's the
redheaded girl?
no. Who's didn't
11?
Steve is the guy that's like was like the jock, right?
Yeah.
So the girl he was with working at like the dairy spot.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Nancy.
Yeah, they look. She looks just like
You're
them.
right. I forgot. You know what though? Like nepotism aside, they're all really good actors in that.
Oh no, she's fine.
Yeah.
Dude, I think Stephen Hawking.
You know.
No, what's his name? What's his name? It's not Stephen Hawking.
Oh, Steve. Yeah. Well, he plays.
No.
His name is Joe.
Who's the actor's father? Hawk. Stephen something Hawk. He was in Training Day. It's gonna drive me fucking crazy right now.
You know I don't know actors.
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke.
God damn it! I'm saying Stephen Hawking's, and isn't that the guy in the wheelchair?
Yeah, I know that guy. He's not an actor.
And he didn't stop me once.
I thought you had something.
No, Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman's daughter was in. Wow, what a fuck up that was.
That'd be an interesting daughter.
Yeah, right. Does she come with the wheels? Like,
she's really smart.
Yeah, just really smart. Yeah, no, I think he's underrated. Honestly, Ethan Hawke. I think Sinister was actually one of the movies that they were saying is the number one like scary movies of all time.
I've heard that, but I never watched Sinister.
You ever watched Sinister? It's pretty fucked.
I actually, what is it? I've only seen, as far as horror movie goes, I've only seen the first Conjuring, and I liked it.
I liked it too.
I would like to see the other ones. I don't know how they hold up, but
The other Conjurings.
Yeah, and the Nun and stuff.
Yeah,
branches.
I think that's the Marvel universe of horror films because there needs to be a pecking order, and when you watch them, that makes like some sort of like sense to it all.
Like flash or prequel and stuff.
Yeah, like the Nun, because the Nun thing took place earlier than the Conjuring or something like that. Or, well, if you watch the Conjuring now, it's kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we watched it.
I loved it, and
we watched it last Halloween, and I was like, I'd never seen it, but I'd seen clips and stuff like that, and I was like, I liked it. Mm-hmm. It's not scary.
No, it's not scary. Oh no, I thought it kind of started off with the clapping, all that shit.
With that clap scene,
yeah,
I was like, oh fuck, but like other than that little clap scene, I was like, nothing about that movie is actually that scary
or accurate.
No, it's really off.
Yeah, really bad. Because when it says like, there's a difference when it says between this is a true story or based on true events.
Yeah,
and those play on words always mess with people because they think that there's a chance that this is like a video documentary of what it like. No,
I actually just had this conversation with somebody because the movie The Roofman, I think it's called. Where the guy he like lives, I think it's in a Toys R Us. Yeah, he's like,
it just came out. Or it didn't come out yet.
With Channing Tatum, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but it's based on a true story. I don't know how accurate it is, but I was just having this conversation with somebody about like movies and they're based on, and I was like, I don't know how accurate it's going to be because I haven't seen the movie yet. But I remember hearing about that story before the movie even came out.
Okay.
And because of who it's based on. And I was like, well, even if maybe they just got the idea right. Maybe none of the actual stuff happens. I was like, I loved Balto. None of that stuff happened.
They didn't talk?
They didn't talk. And I don't think he fought a Kodiak bear either.
Wait, when did that happen?
You don't remember that movie? I love Balto. I remember that movie backwards and forwards.
He fought a bear in that movie?
Yeah, the bear comes after them and he goes underneath the ice. He's underwater and he's breathing through the little hole in the ice.
There's no way that's fake.
You're right. I agree. I concede. Balto's accurate.
You idiot.
But it's funny because then I like being such a fan of that movie. I can't believe we're straying away from horror, but being such a fan of Balto growing up, and then I looked into it and found out like I had a husky growing up too.
What was the actual story? Just before we get back to the horror.
What was it? It was diphtheria was the disease, I believe.
Okay.
That a bunch of kids in Alaska were getting, and there was a medicine for it or whatever, and the only way to get to them during this giant snowstorm
was using the dogs.
Was a bunch of dog sled teams. And the whole idea was Balto was a dog that wasn't supposed to be like, he was a lead dog. In the movie, he's a wolf or whatever, or a part
Right,
wolf
he's
or
like
something.
part wolf. That was like
Yeah.
an outcast dog, right? Even though that was
Yeah.
like Thor or Thorn. What was the evil dog?
Oh, I don't remember. But yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, he was like,
Yeah, so like Balto actually was part of a dog sled team in real life, whereas the movie made him like the stray half wolf, half dog thing.
okay.
But he was just a husky, and he wasn't supposed to be like anything special, like built wise. But they missed one of the drop off points and kept going. And Balto actually managed to get them to the town in time and to save all the kids that were sick from diphtheria. And so like, don't get me wrong, like Balto was a hero or whatever, but the dog Togo was the lead dog that did the majority of it. So years later,
There's
like,
a movie about Togo.
yes, they just made Togo like 3 or 4 years ago with William Dafoe, and he's the dog sled trainer.
Okay.
And so Togo was like the truest of heroes because he was like the greatest of the dogs.
He doesn't have a statue, does he?
No, but the whole thing with Togo is after, like, a lot of those dogs got to go on like trips around the country as like they were heroes around the country in
Right.
what is this 1920s or something.
Something like that.
And Togo and his dog sled team got bred around the Northeast. So chances are, if you got a husky in the Northeast, he was a breed off of Togo's team, which I always thought was really cool growing up. I read this on like Wikipedia when like 2016 or something like that. Or no, I'm sorry, like 2006. I'm old. And so my dog was actually, my husky growing up was probably from Togo's family of dog sled team. And I was like, I always thought that was kind of cool. But that's the based on a true story thing I was talking about.
So is this so it was like Balto, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer type of situation?
Yeah, in a sense, he did actually exist, which, there's some scrutiny of whether or not Rudolph existed. And
Don't say some stupid shit. Like, you're said some crazy thing of the dog's not talking. Anyway, back to horror.
yeah, I'm just saying, I don't think Rudolph met the Abominable Snowman. All right,
Did Balto not meet the bear?
I don't know. And
There's some real similarities with those stories.
but anyways, I don't remember where I was going with this.
Yeah.
Like, I lost my train.
Yeah. All right. So we were talking about The Conjuring.
All right, let's go back to horror.
Yeah. It's Halloween, dude.
Yeah.
Talk about Balto running in the woods.
Balto almost died. That was terrifying.
Who?
Balto. He almost died. Anyways, and so did those kids, but
Oh, fuck. I forgot about those kids.
yeah. The
Nah,
dog,
Balto.
though.
The pecking order needs to be. Yeah.
But yeah, so, what was it?
The Warren family.
All right. Yeah, one, they have, I don't know if they're kind of frauds.
Didn't Matt Rife buy the Warren family house, a museum thing, and now he made it into an Airbnb that you can go sleep there, yo?
I don't know, but I always hear, I think he went and visited the doll, or the Annabelle doll or whatever, the haunted doll.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, right. So one of the crazy things I remember about the Annabelle doll was, what's his face? Post Malone went and visited it or whatever
Right.
years back. And then his plane had to do like an emergency landing where something happened with your landing gear.
Was it Annabelle or Robert the Doll?
Oh, I could be wrong. It could be Robert
the Doll is the one that a lot of people's lives like got fucked up with
Yeah.
because they
Maybe
didn't
it was
respect
Robert.
they didn't respect the doll. It's a creepy looking doll.
Yeah. Honestly, the Annabelle doll is not that creepy looking.
No,
It's like, it
it's
looks like a
like-
childhood doll.
It's like is it Raggedy Ann looking type of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like-
yeah. But Robert the Doll is the one that I think a lot of people
You might be right. It might be or Robert the doll that
maybe
you meant.
Well, the Robert the Doll thing's pretty crazy because you only see it for so long. I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like or you there's like rules to like approaching the doll and what
Yeah.
you don't say to it or what you can say to it. But there was like I remember hearing stories about like someone like insulted it and then their life just went to shit like right afterwards.
Yeah, no, I'm going to be like, yo, you're kind of a cool guy.
Yeah, right. It's like, yo, fuck my brother's life up.
It's
You know,
like I just put my hand in my pocket and like I got like a 20. I'm like, all right.
be like, yo, my brother said you're gay,
Yeah.
and then like, I don't think you are. I don't think. You
Yeah,
are.
it's like I don't know what's
Yeah,
wrong
yeah.
with him. Honestly, it's like his addresses.
Yeah, I know you're a doll wearing high socks, but it's you're fine. You're
It's like-
fine.
That My standards are kind of high.
Oh damn! Did I just screw myself right now by saying this? Am I gonna get Roberted?
Cool doll.
He's a sick doll. Sick.
Yeah, maybe the Post Malone thing was a Robert doll. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the Doll Island in Mexico?
Doll Island.
Yeah. So there's like a little island, like it's like in the middle of a river, though, right? So like wide river. It gets kind of wide. Then there's an island in the middle of it.
Okay, and people send dolls there.
So people like, I guess a little girl drowned.
Okay,
like this is what I remember with the story. A little girl drowned, and to like, I don't know, pay respects or whatever, people would put like dolls on the island, right?
Okay.
And it was like, so the little girl has something to play with. And then it just became this creepy thing where there's like thousands of dolls on this island.
If you have a phobia for dolls, it's probably like the biggest haunted house you could imagine.
Not only that, like these things are hit by like every form of weather, everything, It's like there's little cabins on there too, filled with dolls. And I watched some like, some ghost hunter guys like go on there and like, screw that. That's creepy. Like,
yeah. I mean, I think it's creepy if you believe. If you don't believe in it, it's just like.
I mean, you're walking around at night and you find a doll, you're gonna be like uneasy,
Yeah, I mean, only because of the stigmatism of the fact that dolls are possessed.
Yeah, and
like Chucky started all that. Probably not, but like, hit the mainstream cinema.
You think? I mean. I don't know when the whole Warren family with the Annabelle doll thing happened, but I was like,
that was not was it the 70s?
I don't think it was that old. Was it like the 80s? When did Chucky came out? What, like 89 or something?
Something like that. Yeah, Child's Play 1.
Yeah, I wonder if that was like based off of Annabelle too, or maybe Annabelle didn't have that kind of speed back then. But
but I definitely know that what was it? I forgot my train of thought there. Every time this dog like decides to just join the show, she just throws me off because I'm wondering if she's gonna jump and like knock out everything I put up here. She's just a
no.
I love you. Though.
I
fucking love you. Sometimes.
But yeah, I would highly recommend like looking up the Doll Island thing and seeing some people's things. It's pretty creepy. It's kind of cool.
What scares you? You got something that scares you? A phobia?
I don't really have any like phobias. I'm not afraid of spiders. I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm not afraid of open water. Is kind of weird. We can't see land, but honestly, at the same time, I've been out in the ocean before.
I've never been on the ocean before. Like
I did a whale watch. You didn't see land, but I wasn't like freaked out. I was
that would freak me
bored.
out. I think.
We didn't see any whales, so I was bored. I was on a boat and I was 16. I couldn't drink.
You gotta go to Walmart around like 10:30 at night.
That's a good phobia. There are some weird people. Monticello Walmart. It gets weird.
What was it? I've never been in the ocean where I didn't see land.
I don't know, because even when I was like, what is that? I have that picture when I was 7 years old and I pulled the shark out of the tank.
Yeah, but that was also like I was in an aquarium, wasn't it?
So what? I was 7.
Right, but that's not open water.
No. But like as much as I've been out in like water doesn't really scare me. Like I said, I feel like spiders are like the most common phobia because everyone just assumes that all of them are dangerous.
Poisonous, yeah.
But like, I don't know. When I was a kid, I was so fascinated by them. And I wanted to look them all up and I want to know every kind and everything like that. And I was like, I don't. But like, I know the ones that can hurt you. And so as long as one of those ain't crawling on me, I don't really care.
Right. You know what freaks me out? Like when when we're in Lake George and you're just in the lake and there's so much below you, like so much space.
Yeah.
How deep is that lake? It's deep, isn't it?
It's very deep, yeah.
Right. So like, the thing about swimming in open water like that is like if you kick something, immediately you're just like, where's your brain go? Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah. Like if you hit something, you're like, that's a shark. I know in clear water, but like
but that's like a created phobia where it's like it's like if something happens, you will now be like, oh no, what is that? I was in when I was a kid, I was in the ocean, and I'm pretty like I'm neck deep, which I mean, I was like 8, so how high is neck deep really? Like a
kid pool.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not that tall now, but it was low.
Yeah, I was in a bathtub, neck deep.
But I touched something, and I was like, "Whoa!" I was like,
there's snakes all in those waters.
"Yeah." Well, my immediate mind goes. I'm in Florida, so like my immediate mind goes shark. Right?
Yeah.
I was like, and then this kid that was like right behind me pulls out like a big fishing lure, which was actually for like more like deep sea fishing stuff, but it just like washed ashore, and he's like, "Whoa, look at this fish lure." I was like, I must have just probably touched that. You know, it was like,
Or a snapping turtle.
well, not in the ocean,
Well,
but it's like I did when I was a kid.
Oh, you're talking about the ocean. My bad.
Yeah.
I thought I went back to lakes.
When I was a kid, I did catch a baby sea turtle, which apparently you're not supposed to do, but I was between 8 and 10.
Right.
I don't know. And it was like, and I held this little baby sea turtle with this little bright yellow or green shell, and that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, because all the things that I spent so much time in water that I didn't have a phobia of that. Spent so much time learning about spiders and have a phobia of that. I've had a snake for 25 years now.
I had a snake for 36, bro. Go on.
I hate you so many ways. And but obviously
Is your mic falling down?
it seems like it's dipping a little.
Yeah. We're having technical difficulties real quick.
That's good. And but I don't know. I don't know. What do you got for a phobia besides like
Heights?
planes? Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right.
Fucking heights. I must have been like did you hit the mic?
I hit the microphone.
Oh boy, I can't wait to edit that out. I must have been like a Spanish guy thrown from the off top of like of a pyramid, because like my love for Spanish women and my fear for heights has to be that I was once a Spanish guy that got thrown for sacrifice. You know, like Apocalyptico, when they just threw him off the steps. Just like, imagine being chosen for that. Like you just get a message. You're like, where do I have to be tomorrow at 10? To do what? Fuck.
All right. I will say though, I have absolutely zero desire to parachute.
The parachute?
Yeah, like jump out of a plane.
No. I have no sympathy for people who like. Listen, if you're gonna thrill seek, I get it. If you die, I don't want a memorial for you.
Yeah,
you chose to do it.
Listen, I will hands down like do just about anything else. I have no problem with flying. Like you see me on a plane, like I don't have any problems with it. I am not jumping out of said plane unless plane's going down. You know,
if the plane's going down, I'm timing it. Or like I'm like, oh, this is about 30 feet. Let me get out of this plane real quick.
Sure, it works like that.
I mean,
object in motion.
I mean, who doesn't have time to stand by the door?
You're like in a Bugs Bunny commercial cartoon when he steps out of the elevator the last second. Is like, I didn't die with the elevator. That's how it works.
Yeah. No, I think if you're most of the time I'm on the plane, I'm so drugged up anyway with Xanax that like if the plane was to go down, it's honestly it's not falling. It's just not knowing what's in front of me.
Okay.
Like at any moment, at any given moment, another plane could collide with us because of some sort of issue.
Do you like you don't like roller coasters, though,
Hell
right?
no.
What? All right. What don't you like about roller coasters?
I don't need to be cascading upside down at like 90 miles per hour. There's nothing
That's
about
fair.
Like I don't get it. Like where did we go in our make and model of human beings? When did roller coasters like trigger something that we needed to have? You know how like when you need water,
Yeah,
you get
you know
thirsty, right?
Yeah, and
You can't help it.
I know what you're saying, and I 100% agree. Why did we ever think we needed roller coasters?
I don't know where we in society were like we need to go fast and we need to go up and through loops.
Yeah, who's the first guy who was like, I need to go upside down at 80 miles an hour?
Probably I'm willing to bet you it's probably like racers, like car racers, and they're like, oh, you know, really sick. This shit was in the air.
Okay. I mean, I will say there's like in like extreme sports, there's always that progression. We're like, oh, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this.
I'm
There's
sure
that guy who just dropped in on a skateboard on a building and went down the building.
Like I'll get vertigo if I see somebody on a skyscraper like doing like the parkour shit, and
Okay.
I'll feel afraid. Like if I see a video, or okay, so for example, I was watching apparently it was an AI clip, and it was like a chiropractor, and he was like, "All right, we're gonna quickly and he just throws them out this window.
Oh yeah.
But I saw like the window how high up they were, and I was it got me. Like something happened. I don't know what happened. Something happened.
I watched I used to watch like a lot of the parkour clips when people would jump from building to building. I was like, absolutely not. I'm not doing that shit ever. Right. And I was like, and I liked the parkour. Like, I'm not that good. I can't do flips and things like that. But like, I was like, I always liked jumping from this to that. Or even I was like, I could even like jump from like handrail to handrail. I was like, I like that stuff. But I was like, the most I'm going to get is like a couple bruises, you know? These people mess up, they're dead. I was like, there was one doing that
with a kid. He climbed up a crane, and it was above like a train station, and like he was like hanging from the crane, and he couldn't hold on any longer, and he hit the platform so hard it was like a deafening thud, and this person was recorded on their phone all the way down until she hit the. I was like, how do you explain that to somebody? Like, hey, listen, your son's not coming home today. Why? There was a crane. Oh no, you get hit by the crane? Not quite. Let me finish.
Yeah, no.
He was climbing up the crane. Was he told to? No, he just did it. For what? TikTok.
Shits and giggles.
Yeah, like TikTok. Like,
I mean, I remember this guy a few years back. He went on top of some building, and he had to hang off the building. He was getting he basically got people to pay him to do this. And he was going to hang off the building, and then he did a couple of pull-ups. I don't know if that was part of what he was going to get paid to do.
Dumb.
And he went to go do his last pull-up and couldn't do it, and you see him fall. He died. And it was just he fell 40 stories.
And you know how hard it is to hold yourself up? Like
by your fingertips?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's not as easy as it looks. When I see movies, I just watched a movie called Escape Room. Mm-hmm. Okay? And there was a scene where the floor was collapsing slowly, and and the girl had to jump from one platform to this whatever on the ceiling, and she was holding herself up, and then she was kind of starting to move around it. Yeah. You know how hard that is to do? Your forearms are on fire after a while. And then not only that, she jumped from there and caught, and it was the room was upside down. So the ceiling was where they were standing, and then the floor was on the ceiling.
Yeah.
So there was a phone that was on the ceiling, and the cable for the phone, the receiver, she jumps and then grabs that, and I'm like, you'll rip through your hands.
Yeah.
And she's holding on to. How strong is that cable? If my foot even caught the cable of a phone, it's ripping the phone out of the wall and ripping the cable out of the fucking phone. And yet her 110-pound body is yet somehow being hoisted up by this phone. She fell.
Yeah.
she eventually fell.
It's oh, thank God. Oh.
But not only did this room collapse, it was in this humongous hotel or whatever building it was in that had all these rooms that were souped up. When she jumped onto it and grabbed that phone, I'm like, this shit ain't realistic.
Yeah,
this is not. This can't be real. not all the other things. That. But that's the beauty of horror films, is that a bad horror film becomes a comedy. For a bad comedy becomes an annoying horror film.
I mean, I feel even the second time you watch a horror film, though, it becomes a comedy. I'll say again,
depends on the film.
Yeah, the It series.
They made that funny though.
All horror films, they add some humor to. But the whole thing with the It series, and the reason why I like it too, is because it's it's really not. I always tell people all right, people are scared of clowns. I was the two movies, I'm they're not that scary. I was there's maybe one scene in each one.
Which ones you talk about? The ones with Tim Curry, the ones with Skarsgård?
No, Skarsgård.
Okay.
Is it honestly? It's been so long watching the Tim Curry ones. It's almost hard.
I will say, in a popular opinion, I think Tim Curry is a scarier Pennywise.
Really?
And I'll tell you why.
Because of Rocky Horror?
Because of Rocky Horror?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, no. Because there wasn't much prosthetic. It was it was just really him.
Yeah, but did you see how Skarsgård can move his face?
Oh, no, yeah, no. He's a talent. I'm not saying he was a bad Pennywise. I'm saying if I had to choose between the two, Tim Curry was a lot more like he was a lot more clown like.
Yeah.
And then he had his intense moments where and there wasn't much like, you know, his sharp teeth, the big bulbous head.
Mm-hmm.
He was, you can envision that being something that you'd run into.
Yeah.
As for Skarsgård, like you can just kind of tell like that's a lot of prop on him. And also too, they used so much CGI for his body movements that Tim Curry just was like,
I will say, all right, his dancing thing.
oh, the first
That was
one?
terrible.
That was terrible.
But when he came out of the little cabinet there or the closet or whatever it was, when his whole body, like, I didn't think that CGI was bad.
No, it wasn't that the CGI was bad for some portions of it. It was just that it existed.
Yeah. So like when he untwisted his body out of the thing, I was like, all right, that was pretty good. That dancing thing that he was doing with the fire in the background and stuff, I was like,
But that's my problem with CGI.
That's a
Is
bad
that
scene.
you just disconnect from what you're watching because you know it's CGI. Like there was a scene where like he comes out of the water and the basement had flooded.
Yeah.
And he pops up and he starts talking. If he were to like charge at the camera normally,
instead of the shaky charge.
yeah, I think that would have been more of a scary effect because you're taking the realism out of what was happening. And the only reason why people are scared of that is because the noise that it made when he did that.
Well, I mean, the whole like his presence of it, like the way he pops up in the dark in the basement, like everything about that scene is very scary. And then when he chases after the kid, it kind of gets a little goofy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that scene, I think most of the other scenes where he shows up to the other kids are not scary at all. I would say the only other scene that was like kind of scary, like in the first movie, was when he comes out of the movie when they're
the
watching.
projector, right?
Yeah,
that was cool. The way they did
cool.
that was really cool. But also too, that was a jump scare. There was also the music that came with it. And like I said, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not for the CGI completely, but like there's some things where like
where it looks fake.
It's hard to sell.
Yeah,
and that's why The Exorcist is my favorite scary movie of all time because a lot back then you had to use camera like
practical effects.
Yeah, and also too like they tortured that girl the entire.
I know. Didn't she like hurt her back and stuff?
Yeah,
like,
when she was on the bed. They had like I forgot what contraption they had to get her to like fly around like that. Someone was like the pulleys or whatever it was, but like damaged like discs in her back afterwards.
Yeah, like yeah. I mean, Exorcist is a classic too. So I'll say with It too, I didn't think any of that movie was actually scary.
No.
By any means.
You had Bill Hader in it.
Yeah, I know, which he was great. But like,
he was great, but like you had Bill Hader in it.
Yeah, it's hard to. He's funny.
He's
throughout the entire
hilarious.
Movie. Yippee-ki-yay, but he gets the deadlights.
Yeah, but like it's Bill Hader. Like
Yeah.
that's the problem with certain casting is like if he didn't have such a presence at SNL, you can't disassociate with yourself with that guy.
Which is funny because I actually thought their casting of them as adults was actually pretty spot on.
It was,
and I think
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader looked like
Yeah.
Finn Wolfhard from if he grew up, and I was like, yeah, good casting. I was like, but he was still him.
Yeah.
And but that was a good like coming of age movie, you know, where it's like they overcame their childhood traumas and stuff together, and it's like at the very end they all look in the windows and they see their reflection, but they see all of them, and it was like
a Star Wars moment.
Yeah, maybe that's why I like it. And
yeah, that's exactly a Star Wars moment.
But yeah, like it was just I actually think those movies are like decent movies. Like they tell a good story, even if CGI is a little off, even if it's not really that scary.
Yeah.
And like every time I suggest watching that around this time of year, people are always like, no, I don't want to watch anything with clowns. I'm like, it's not a scary movie.
It's a good movie. It's just the visual clowns. I love clowns. And you know what? Like I love the idea of clowns because they are fucking horrific. That's a horrific job to have.
Did you ever go to a birthday party or anything growing up with a clown?
No.
I went to one.
Yeah?
Yeah. Normal.
I mean, I went to one, but it was this Gacy, whatever the fuck his name was. Anyway.
John? Yeah, John guy.
Yeah, good old Johnny Gacy.
He was like, check out my basement.
I was like, what? What basement?
You're like, God,
I think
I gotta go.
That's the next monster I think they're doing is John Wayne Gacy.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
wait. Is that the one that's out right now? No.
That's Ed Gein.
Gaines, yeah.
Yeah, Ed Gein's don't get me fucking started on that shit.
Dude, all I know is like the what do you call it? The thumbnail, like on Hulu, is him wearing somebody else's skin on his face. I'm like,
No, that's cool. The rest
yeah, but why is that the thumbnail? I was like, ugh.
I'm gonna tell you why it sucked.
You watched it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
I'm gonna tell you why it sucked. Ed Gein was a schizophrenic, and he was the only serial killer to ever be convicted for mental illness.
Oh, really?
So who the fuck is telling his story? The schizo? Like, everyone's dead.
The guy with no face?
Like, honestly, they were like, they had a whole background with this chick. The reason why, an entire series is like inspiration for what was to come of later on between like the Alfred Hitchcock with the Psycho, then the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, then the Buffalo Bill. This, that, and
I was
the
saying,
third.
I've Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibes from it.
Yeah, and that's most of the show is him, how he inspired, what the horrific things he did, how he inspired these movies.
He was in Florida, right?
Oh,
like
I
the
forgot
South?
where it was. Fuck, I
I feel
don't
like
remember.
Gaines was in the South.
But
Or maybe I'm thinking of Gainesville. No, it's Georgia.
I don't know. I forgot where it was. But either or, like there wasn't someone who escaped from him.
Wait, he wasn't Green River Killer or whatever it's called.
Green River Killer?
Yeah, that's another one.
No.
Green River?
Hold on.
Greenville River? I
Hey
don't know.
Siri, where's Ed Gein from?
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
This bitch, I swear to God.
my
She
God.
it's
Talk
always
about a horror movie.
something. Always, it's like, and you know what the worst part is? My Alexa got updated, and she's so disrespectful. I'll say blank name, make volume 70%, and she goes, "It's 1 through 10 now." I'm like, oh, I'm fucking
Wow,
sorry.
they don't do percentages anymore?
No, it's like
Can you do 11?
don't ask her. She's gonna give me a fucking snarky ass comment.
Alexis.
Don't wake her up. Let me see here. Where is Ed Gein from? He is from Edward Theodore Gein. Was a butcher of Plainfield, of
Iowa?
and the Plainfield Ghoul. You're not telling me what I asked.
Is that Iowa?
Is it Iowa? Oh, Wisconsin. Wisconsin.
Okay.
So, yeah, and it's just, and like I don't mind Charlie Hunnam. I don't, but like is it Charlie? I think it's Charlie Hunnam is the guy from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, I never really. All right, so I watched a few episodes of that show. Seemed pretty good. It just
The main character is playing Ed Gein.
okay.
And,
Okay.
And he talks like this.
Yeah.
And it's like, are you Ronald McDonald? And it's bad enough. He's from the UK, so he has a hard time already with like you could tell when someone's from the UK how like their mouth moves, and like when they're trying to do an American accent, like you can hear like certain things.
Like what's his face? Walking Dead there. Carl.
Yeah, Carl.
Yeah, his voice always sounded so strained no matter what he was
He's
saying.
Australian, right?
I thought it was like UK, but like
Oh,
one of
no,
those.
yeah.
He's got the accent of the English accent, whatever it is.
I didn't hate
Carl, crikey.
I didn't hate the Ed Gein story. Like it was somewhat entertaining. It had his lulls, but like I really couldn't get around his voice.
Okay.
And then they made it very cinematic. Obviously, you have to make it cinematic. But the John Wayne Gacy, if I'm correct, and they are going through that's gonna be hard to do because you're killing kids.
Yeah, a lot of
That's a lot of hard things
teenagers mostly.
to do. Not really. I mean, he
Because
ranged.
killed. Yeah, I don't remember how many kids he killed, but like I know he
don't
killed
limit
like
his abilities. He had range. He's like Whitney Houston of killing. He can go up and down.
Whitney Houston killing.
Yeah,
All right,
come on.
fair.
Don't be
Did he
ridiculous.
kill any like kids or like 13?
I don't really remember how many kids he killed, or what ages they were, but enough to have at a party.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe he didn't kill anybody at a party. He just killed kids in
You know
general.
what? You know what? He's innocent. He didn't kill anybody.
And what Bolton can't talk either.
Yeah. All right.
But
Oh man.
but I think people were scared of clowns even before that. But like he was definitely not helping the situation.
Yeah. So I saw a thing. I know you haven't really watched too much of it, but everything is how long would it take Sam and Dean from Supernatural to kill every horror thing?
From yeah.
Yeah, and people would talk about like how many episodes it would take, and they were like, Pennywise, like he's got a lore behind him. Half an episode.
Half an episode to kill Pennywise?
Yeah, there's a lore.
What is the lore?
The ritual of Chud, all that stuff.
Right.
You know, they would figure that stuff out real quick and waste them. And so like, yeah, that's like a big thing I see online. It was like how long between each horror movie, and like even the ones that you can't kill, right? Like so, Michael Myers, he never really dies, right?
Right. Yeah.
No matter how many times you shoot him, whatever, he never really dies. He always seems to come back. In some of the movies, I think he's even like reincarnated or whatever.
Something like that.
don't know.
Yeah.
Not watching all the old ones.
They had the first Mike Myers movie, and they had all the ones in between, and then not until of recent years do they go like, we're actually going to ignore all those different movies, and we're doing the actual true sequel with Jamie Lee Curtis, which is absolutely fucking garbage.
Well, what was it when we saw of the new trilogy that they put out, the Halloween, the first one that came out like 5 years ago or so?
Yeah.
I think it was like right before COVID. That was supposed to be technically like Halloween 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they ignored everything in between.
Yeah, so which is I guess
What are we
fine
doing?
because there's so many different directors, so many different stories. Jamie Lee Curtis just kept coming back for all of them, a lot of them.
Yeah,
But like, so this was supposed to be Halloween 2. And I didn't actually think that one was so bad. The second and third one, all I did was read about them, and I was like, they sound terrible. And I watched that scene where the whole town tries to kill them, and they all die instead.
you know the problem with those movies, we've seen them before, just not that movie. We've seen we've seen the structure of that story. We've seen it before, but that's not the movie.
Yeah, but it's like I did like the that first one of the new trilogy. I didn't think it was bad. Where Jamie Lee Curtis brings him into the house and has all the different trap rooms and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it was like Home Alone souped up for a horror film.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you? She was obviously.
Where did she learn that shit? And what career path?
But she
did
had like 60 years to learn that stuff.
Yeah, but like
Google.
that's insane.
I could learn that stuff in Google. Come on.
I mean, like the thing
Half
that
the stuff wasn't even at. Well, all right, except for infernoing your house, like the little like trapped room things.
Right.
One, they were kind of dumb, right? So she sends down. She would check a room and she pull a thing and like 3 metal like pillars would come down and block
Right.
the door. It's Michael Myers. If he want to go through the sheetrock, he's going to go through the sheetrock. I could go through the sheetrock. You could go through the sheetrock. Michael Myers getting through the sheetrock.
let me break it down to you this way. Her mortgage is probably $2,100 a month, right?
I don't know what state they're in.
We'll say $1,800 a month. $1,800 a month,
Okay.
right? Let's say that you need a job. Right?
I don't know what she does.
Well, you need a full-time job to have that house, the property tax, the village tax, if she's in the village, because clearly there's a town close by.
She's on the edge of the village.
Yeah,
But
let's say there's also like the school tax, whatever. Right? She's got to pay for shit, and for you to go ahead and make your house with steel beams that come from the ground, you need to have some sort of engineering background. You need to at least go through how many years of school. Then you have to find a job to do that. Then you have to go bring that skill set to your house, rebuild your house.
So,
All
right.
Can you even get a pool?
Good point, though.
Can you even get a pool without having a fucking changing the blueprint or whatever it is of your property?
oh, yeah,
yeah. So you're gonna make your house into a fucking trap?
all right, fair. All right. So one of the things I always think of, I've played a bunch of the Resident Evil games, and it's like first you start off like in the middle of nowhere, stuff like that.
Resident Evil?
Yeah.
Okay.
And every time I got into like a building, I'm like, the first thing I always thought of was like, who's paying for the electric? Like, do you want to tell me these guys got solar?
There is no different from those kids dancing in New York City with the fucking living in the lofts. I didn't see them punching once.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Like Step Up or whatever it is. Like these kids have these fucking humongous sliding door lofts in the city.
Yeah, but I always just assume like 60 of them lived together and paid like $12 each.
Dude, I don't know what it is, but I see they'll like pour coffee at a barista and that pays their rent.
Yeah.
Well, fuck out of here.
Was it like Resident Evil 4? You first start off in like this little village. They don't have any electricity, and you're like, okay, well, that makes sense. Everything about this is a little.
Okay.
All right, puppy.
You need to come over here.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's like, all right, little creepy village. They use candles, right? And then as you start going on, you get into this like electric lit castle and stuff, and there's lasers, and I'm like, who's paying for the electric?
Who installed it? See, I want to make a movie where I'm the contractor. Like, dude, you should see the last job I just had. Dude, I had to put lasers into a trip lasers. What do you mean trip? No, I'm serious. Like, we
will cut you in half. I don't know why this guy wanted that.
I don't know where the technology came from, but like, we blew the circuit breaker like fucking like 19 times.
And he's got like one shot with this. I don't know what kind of intruders he's got.
Yeah.
He's got one shot. If this guy can do some acrobats to get through it, he's fucked.
Yeah. I want to be that guy who just finished installing all this shit. 'Cause we goddamn well know. Jamie
Then like
Curtis,
comes over with a clipboard. Is like, all right, so you're gonna be using about like 8,000 gigawatts of electricity.
Yeah. It's like just do me a favor, don't trip it. Yeah. Then you won't have to worry about paying that bill.
You just got the guy in the mask being like, all right, like
my thing,
sign here. Oh, initial here. Okay. All right. Thank you.
My thing is like, if there was that much murder going on, wouldn't the army be called?
Well, all right. To be fair, in Resident Evil, like you're
not Resident Evil. I'm talking like normal situations. If there was a camp and kids were dying at a
Crystal
camp,
Lake?
the SWAT.
It was like in
would be,
one day though.
Yeah, you're right.
You get this a
Well, Mike Myers killed every Halloween.
Yeah, but like a lot of times he was like in jail and it's like, oh no, he escaped. Yeah. The bus crashed.
I love
all
how
right, that's not for you.
I mean, incompetent drivers transport serial killers.
I know. Well, did you hear about the thing in like I think it was Mississippi where the truck crashed with a bunch of monkeys infected with all this stuff?
Yes, with herpes or something like that, right?
Yeah, it's like herpes and COVID, but okay, that's already out there, and something else. But I was like, well, I think it was Mississippi. I was like, good state to land in. They're not going to be affected by that. They already got it.
That's another fear unlocked to me is a bus of chimpanzees.
All right, chimps.
Dude, fuck that.
Yep.
Fuck that.
There's a horror movie coming out about a chimp. All right, so I just saw the trailer.
Oh, is it Primal?
Yeah, Prime.
Yeah.
I think it's called. It's not about Optimus either, so
that's crazy.
It doesn't sound good. Maybe Optimus comes in.
Maybe we could finally kill off Megan Fox.
Imagine Optimus comes in and kills the monkey
at the end. He just steps. It's like, what did I just hit?
He's like, rise up. I'd be like, okay.
It's just mush on his foot. It's like, fuck me.
You ever see that thing where it's like, what's an inspirational speech that you heard in like a movie or TV show? And it was like, Optimus Prime literally had me standing up, ready to fight the Decepticons.
I don't know his speech.
Oh my God.
I gotta look it up.
It's good. Anyways. But yeah, the movie Prime, it's a family has a pet chimpanzee in like Hawaii for whatever reason. There's no chimps there. But they have one there and, girls go out there and they're like, oh yeah, this is my family's pet chimp. He's so much fun.
That's my problem with white people is like this, that you can never have a story with a black person owning a chimpanzee or owning a crocodile or anything that could potentially, never would happen. Like think of a movie where you have like a household Dominicans and then it's just like, oh man, our Komodo dragon got out. That wouldn't be a thing. But it's always the white dude who's got a fucking basement full of random snakes that he just like the latch that wasn't set right and the thing's like coming out and then all of a sudden now he's got to like.
There was one black guy in Anaconda, right? I haven't seen a movie in a long time.
Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he live?
He did.
Okay.
What was odd about that movie is that if you watch the ending, and if I remember this correctly, I don't think I was necessarily sober when I watched it.
Why would you be? That's a terrible movie.
I know. I believe that Jennifer who's the J-Lo.
Was it
Jennifer
J-Lo?
Lopez? Yeah, Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, it was.
She killed the snake at the end with a bolt action rifle by
remember that.
rocketing off 3 shots in a row. Never once.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You see like the bolt action like side piece like or whatever.
I swear, she goes doosh doosh doosh. Never. And it was a sniper rifle. She shot the thing in the head.
It would have been like way more like cinematic too if she like cocked it back each time and shot.
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Listen, the way the snake moved when it ate the guy and like coming off the waterfall, it's wrapped around him. It's like no
Yeah.
snake moves that fast ever.
No. Also, too, doesn't once an anaconda eats, it's done for like 6 months.
It's done for a while.
Yeah.
Is it like I don't know? It's not that long, but it's done for a while. Like it's gonna
Yeah.
eat that person. It's like, all right, if you stick around the next couple weeks, maybe I'll be hungry again. It's eating a person, you know.
Yeah, that's.
And was it? All I know is I think it was the movie Anacondas, the second one, the blood
diamond?
orchid.
The
thing.
blood orchid, yeah.
Yeah. All I know is it starts off, and there's an anaconda, and there's like a guy hunting, you know, some like not Aborigine because that's Australian shit, like a native guy in South America, like hunting something, and then you see that it's a tiger, and then the anaconda attacks it and eats it, and I was like, I'm out. I was like, there's no tigers in South America.
I didn't even put that together.
I did right away, and I was like, what the hell? That's a tiger, not a jaguar, which jaguars are in South America. And I was like,
Well, people do say the lion's the king of the jungle.
again, that has nothing to do with anything. Thank you.
No, I'm just saying.
They don't live in the jungle. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
You're being nasty right there.
I was like, I just wasn't sure if you were making any sense on purpose or not.
No, I was saying like there's no. All right, not to
Just
get
say
off top-
stupid things.
Yeah,
Got it.
a tiger could kill a lion, no problem.
I think so.
Yeah, was a Siberian tiger or
They're
whatever.
like 9 feet freaking long.
Yeah, there's no even it would kill a bear. It would kill a tiger. The only thing I think would have a problem with is probably a polar bear.
I was gonna say polar bear.
Yeah, And
Kodiaks are pretty big too.
that's the size of a polar bear though.
No, but I would say like 2/3 the size.
You know, we just did all that. We've been talking for at least an hour in the diddling room together, and we didn't try to kiss once. It's not crazy.
How long has it been?
I don't
The
know.
night, 10:30. It's not young. We never kissed before 11. And
Yeah, as you just fucking chugged the beer back, just like we crack a little.
yeah, we never kissed before 11.
Kiss the day, girl.
Well, all right. So speaking of horror, though,
Yeah, keep the Halloween theme going, man.
animal horror movies.
Animal horror movies?
Yeah, like animal-based horror movies,
Oh.
like Anaconda and stuff like that. I never find them scary. The Prime movie, I only saw the trailer and I was like, they're one of the very few animals I would actually be afraid of running
Yeah.
into.
I
Gorillas.
can see that. Yeah.
So like,
Gorillas, but the thing with gorillas is they just smash you. They don't like bite you or they don't like. They,
sounds
they,
better. All right.
No, but I mean, like, how long do you think you can take getting bashed in the head with by a gorilla, as opposed to a chimp that they would peel you apart?
Yeah,
they'll take their time and
They
methodically.
bite off your nose, your fingers, stuff like that.
And not that gorillas are dumber than chimpanzees. Chimpanzees happen to have this like innate way of knowing what makes a human, and they just fucking torture you.
Yeah.
they eat other monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't eat berries and fucking whatever.
I think they do that too, but
No,
like,
they do,
you know.
but they also enjoy monkey. The thing that Ace Ventura has on his shoulder, they peel it apart like a banana.
Yeah. Like I would say, all right, so of like animals that would cause fear to run into. I've ran into bears in the woods, right? Granted, we're in upstate New York. Most bears are black bears. They just kind of go the opposite way. They don't really mess with you.
Right. Unless their cubs are involved.
Yeah, which I have ran into cubs and mom, but they still all kind of ignored me. It was pretty freaky, but like they just kind of ignored me. Just kind of went the other way. I was like, oh, okay, that was kind of cool.
So black bear is supposed to like scream and act big, and grizzly bear is supposed to like lie down and pretend to be
Yeah,
dead.
I don't.
Still fuck you up though.
Yeah, I don't really actually know if any of that stuff is entirely true. All I know is
No,
don't.
it's not entirely true.
Yeah.
It's just like precautionary. When me and my ex went, I won't use names obviously, but we went camping.
Yeah.
And we went to a spot where they gave us a bear pamphlet and said, if you see a black bear, raise your hands in the air and act as big as possible, and it might work.
Yeah.
The next thing,
The best thing you can do is have bear mace.
right.
But-
Every time they gave a suggestion, it ended with the sentence, "It might
Might.
work." I'm like, this is not reassuring. You should give us a pistol so I can shoot the person I'm with, so I can get away faster.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, shoot them in the leg. Pull a fucking Shane from Walking Dead, where they're running from the walkers and he shoots the one guy in the leg. Got away.
Listen,
He didn't make it.
Frank Castle did what he had to do.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. He was out there to punish people.
exactly.
Yeah, but as far as like the animal horror movies go, was it Lake Placid? Stay out of that stupid lake. Why are we in here?
But it came out of the lake though, didn't it? The crocodile came out.
Well, they always come out a little bit, but like they stay in the lake. It was a lake where almost nobody was at,
Yeah.
right? And it wasn't actually Lake Placid, New York. I forget where it was, but like just don't go to that lake. Okay, cool, done. You know?
Yeah.
There's so many like horror movies where it's like. I watch this guy sometimes, and he makes these videos. He's like, "Oh, so we're gonna have a party in a graveyard? No, I'm not gonna do that." You know?
Oh, what movie was that?
No, it's just this guy does the videos, and he's always like, he's the rational person in horror movies, and it's like,
Oh yeah.
you're
yeah.
it's like you know,
licking the microphone. Okay.
he'll just like make up different like random like very generic scenarios from movies. And I'd be like, no, I'm not going to do that. It's like, oh, everybody at this camp died. I'm not going to stay here. I'm going home, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And, but same thing with horror movies or like even like the Lake Placid. It's like, oh, everyone keeps getting eaten by a giant crocodile here. Cool. I'm not going to stay here.
Yep.
Let it be.
What was it?
Anaconda. Why are we here?
Well, they were looking for something for like science, right? That they were trying to get that to help
Well,
with
the
cure-
blood orchid, I know they
with
were.
was it like Alzheimer's or something like that, or
I don't actually remember what the first Lake Placid was about.
Lake Placid?
Or I'm sorry, first Anaconda was about.
I think they were hunting the anaconda. I thought, and they had John Voight bring them out there. And oh no, are they trying to do something with the indigenous people?
I don't remember the first one.
You know what?
I know the second one they were looking for the blood orchid because it was gonna have some kind of medicine, and then there's that spider that causes like paralysis.
Right.
I mean, he kind of like used that against the one guy.
Did you ever watch the movie Congo?
Yeah. Oh, a long time ago.
Yeah, I gotta watch that again. I don't remember anything about that.
Me neither. That was really popular when I was a kid, though.
Yeah, so that's the only movie I remember being a big blockbuster thing. So Blockbuster, I lived in Long Island. There was a Blockbuster up the road from me.
I'm pretty sure that's how we watched it. We rented it.
And it was the amount of like, his Blockbuster would do a thing where like if a big movie was coming out, this dog is insane.
Yeah.
A big movie was coming out, they would have like props everywhere. They would theme the store over the movie.
Oh yeah, so they did for Congo.
Yeah, so Congo, I remember for Congo they had a bunch of it was an ape, right? It was a
gorilla.
Gorilla. They had the gorilla. All gorilla dolls everywhere. They had like vines hanging from the ceiling.
Dude,
they
there
had
were Congo
cutouts.
toys. We had Congo toys.
And no one talks about Congo anymore.
Yeah. Because they did one thing with it back in the 90s and never did anything else with it.
But hold on, how was the last time you heard anyone talk with the movie Congo ever?
Right now. This has been
And how big of a movie it was when
15 plus years.
And it came out when I was I forget. That's how I got the 6-foot Joker cut out. My grandmother, when The Dark Knight came out, like the last bit of Blockbusters that were still around,
yeah,
she went to the Blockbuster and asked them if she can get that for me for free.
Yeah.
And then the guy was like, I can't give it to you, but I'm going to throw it out at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
So
There's,
she went by the
I remember,
dumpster.
I can't remember what I wanted from the old FYE in the mall, but they had like a cutout and we were like, yo, how much for that? And they were like, oh, it was promised to an autistic kid. And I was like, right here.
Yeah.
And what the hell?
That's so crazy you say that.
I was like, do I have to get my Rubik's Cube out?
Yeah, I got puzzles done in the car.
I had to carry a car Lego with me. Okay?
Do you know, it's funny you mentioned that. I just watched a video today where this girl's like, my type of autism, I'm able to do whatever she did. And the other guy was like, my autism, I did this. And this other guy was like, my autism, I created a whole different language, different dialects. And he's just sitting there showing all the different languages and how you use them. And then that was like the end of the video. I mean, there was like no climax to that, but don't know where I was going with that story.
Anyways, Congo.
Yeah.
Good movie. I don't remember too much of it.
I remember the eye thing. That was it. I was eating the chocolate bar, and then like he put his hand down because the eye like rolled out of like the woods,
Yeah.
or out of the trees, and then he picked up. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, and then he'll turn around, and then you just heard a roar, and then it goes like into the movie.
I just remember like around the same time at Congo, like I remember watching Ace Ventura, and
Similar.
there's gorillas in it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Was it
Yeah, there's like the one scene at the
when Nature Calls or the first one?
whatever the ones in Africa.
It was in Nature Calls then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it rapes the guy at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those movies related to me.
What?
They're both horror scenes at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as all right. Obviously the biggest animal horror is Jaws.
Yeah. It's weird calling a shark an animal.
I mean, okay, I was going to think about a horror, but okay, why an animal?
Because when I think animals, I don't think of like
Fish?
I don't think of fish.
Okay.
But it is an animal.
Yeah.
But like when you think about it, like when you say animals, you don't think of fish.
That's fair. But yeah, obviously,
Where's my camera? You don't think of fish when you say animal,
fish.
right? I hate to break the fourth wall.
sharks
so-
are fish, by the way. And sharks are fish.
Yeah, they're fish. But
And
again,
but obviously that was like the
wow, my dog's just digging in her fucking cooter right in the camera. Can you not do that? Thank
we
you.
need to blur this whole thing out.
I know, right? Then this turned into a freaking porno real fast.
All right, now we got some horror.
Yeah.
But all right, so we were talking about phobias too, with Jaws, sharks. Obviously,
Oh, you couldn't catch me dead swimming in the ocean.
you don't like the ocean at all. Like, what do you go up to? Like your knees,
No,
ankles?
like mid calf.
Okay,
If I no longer see my foot, I'm like that's far enough,
It's like help.
dude. Why am I going in the ocean? What is there that I need to be there for?
That's fair.
There's lakes, which you have your own lake problems. There's pools. Hose me down if I'm hot, but I'm not going into another terrain where we know less of the ocean, I think, than outer space. You know what's
Yeah.
crazy is they'll talk about fucking meteors coming from like different galaxies.
Yeah.
They'll talk about
The
planets.
3 Atlas or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, look at these sun flares. Tell me about the center of the ocean. Got nothing.
They're
from
like,
it.
there's some weird shit down
It's
there.
like, oh, we found a different life form again in the ocean. We've yet to find any life form in space, but yet we are discovering a different life form in the ocean. They had the anglerfish that like floated to the surface at one time.
Yeah.
Do you know how big an anglerfish is?
No.
It's like not what you would think it would. The
It's like
size you would.
big or small?
It's small. You
Like-
can hold it in your hand, in the palm of
Ah.
your hand. Like it's not like Finding Nemo's full of shit because like that fish I thought was the size of a basketball. No, it's the size of maybe a tennis ball at best.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
you'll get your bigger versions of it, of course, but like I
Yeah.
think the average anglerfish is like a kneecap.
Okay. I was gonna say they did find like that weird looking squid thing down there. I don't know. It's weird shit.
Dude, the ocean is harboring aliens and we don't even know it.
Yeah. There's some weird shit down there.
Like we have like orca whales and we have dolphins, things that are smart or as smart as human beings.
Yo, what is it? It was. I mean, I think they're still a thing, but like there was those orca whale pods that were like destroying like mini yachts and stuff, like
Yes,
capsizing
yeah,
boats.
yeah.
I was like, all right. So you know what the crazy thing was too? So one time they took down like a mini yacht, and the only people that were on board were like the workers, right?
Wow.
I don't think it was actually. I don't know if it was docked or whatever. Whatever the case was, right? Only thing that was workers on it.
Okay.
They knock it over, and they leave the workers alone.
Were they knocked the yacht over? I'm hearing
Yeah.
it now. A yacht?
Yeah. So they
How big is a yacht? They're able to knock it
It
over.
depends. They can be like gigantic, or they
Right.
can be kind of small. There's mini yachts and stuff.
Okay.
And so they knock one over. They leave like these average workers alone, and they were like, so the orcas just hate the rich. They're like, they left the poor people alone. They're like, oh, it's you guys.
They probably got the scent in the water. Like, ugh.
Sorry. Oh, okay.
Only 70,000. Only 70,000 a year. Goodbye.
It's like us with like lobster. We're like, I only eat lobster and filet mignon. And they're like, I don't want to say anything wrong.
You're about to go down a dark road, aren't you?
I was.
Oh boy, these Celtics are coming to get you, aren't you?
I was gonna mention a food type, and it was gonna relate to a people, and I was like, that's just gonna be racist, and I don't want to be that.
Well, now you didn't have to say.
It was a joke.
This is not a fun podcast. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's like, I'm a nice person.
There you go. What was I going to say? Damn, it threw me off. That's what I was going to say about that. There's a movie. I think it's called Dangerous Animals, which it's funny because I just said it. I think it's called Dangerous Animals, and it's the guy who plays like the Boomerang or whatever for the Suicide Squad, Captain Boomerang, I think it was.
Wait, is that the guy that died in the first like 3 minutes of it?
The second one, yeah.
Wait, of the second one?
He was in the first one.
I only saw the first one.
Yeah, he was an Australian guy in the first one, and then he was in the second one. He died immediately.
Wait, because I remember the one guy. He was like he tried to escape and he just set off the brain chip thing and killed him. That wasn't Boomerang?
No. He lasted the whole movie. Anyway, he's the main guy in the movie, and it's this couple. It starts off with this couple, and they one guy's like British, and the other girl's American, and they get on the boat, and he actually's like, "Oh, I'll take you out into the ocean." Like, no one knows you're coming on here. Oh, whatever. So he takes him out there, and he goes, "You guys want to see the shark?" So he puts him in a shark tank, and cage.
Do this.
Well, he puts him in a shark cage, lowers him down, and then he brings him back up. And then they're all like, "Oh my God, that was so beautiful, the sharks." And he goes, "The funny thing about sharks is sharks are dumb, but they associate boats with food. Because every time I come out here, I always throw chum."
Yeah,
And they
that
always
makes
come
sense.
in. Yeah. So he goes, so they're like, "Oh," and he shoots the guy. And then he takes the girl and puts him in the bottom of the boat. And then he kidnaps another woman on land and brings her on the boat and brings her out to sea. And what he does is he's got bit by a shark. So he like trying to relive the moment.
He liked it?
I don't know if he liked it, but he definitely had a weird obsession with it, that he was kidnapping women or people, most likely women, and he would lower them into the water and dump chum on them and watch them get eaten by sharks, and he would record it on a video camera.
Maybe he was always like watching. He's like, could have been me.
So like the movie is pretty well. The first eating scene, like, he takes a girl, puts her on a crane, and it's just the anticipation of lowering her up and putting her into the water. And she's like, "Don't move." The other girl's like, somehow it's always the chick that's like the main character just knows so much about what to do when it comes to like anything, right? So
like, as a shark expert.
Yeah, she's like, I saw an aquarium once. I know what to do. So she was like, "Don't move. Stay perfectly still." And the sharks were like moving around her.
Yeah.
And then the guy like lowered her, picked her up. And I forgot what he did. I know he threw like chum on her or whatever it was, but he put her back in the water, and then she started getting eaten by the sharks. And the thing is just thrashing. It's called like Dangerous Animals, I think it's called.
I never even heard of this.
It just came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the scene ends where you're looking from the bird's eye view, and like it's this red water, and then you see her leg just like go underneath the surface, and she just like wilts away.
What's I think it's a movie that's called like Open Water or something.
That one, I thought that was a true story where they were snorkeling and then they or scuba diving, and then they ended up like not getting back on the boat.
Yeah, but I don't think they actually know what happened to them.
They don't. They just they made it up.
They made a story about it. Why not capitalize on some people's deaths?
Right.
And but like that's a good phobia. Like, but I mean,
Yeah.
all right, open water situation. Like, who doesn't have a phobia of that? As far as like, well, we're backtracking to phobias. As far as like regular phobias, like not outlandish things like being left behind. That's kind of an outlandish one. I think I was like, I don't like the skydiving. Regular animals and stuff like that, zero phobia. I've hiked forever. Don't have any phobias of any animals out in the woods. I would say running into a chimp, especially because like,
where would you run into a chimp though?
so there was one that escaped in Florida like years back.
I would kill myself. It wouldn't have a chance to run into me. I would be dead.
I don't think it was ever found too. It probably actually died.
I got
you
hit by a
know?
car.
Yeah,
Florida man hits chimp with car.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, was that a guy? He probably kept driving.
Yeah.
And that's a weird looking dude.
It's really short.
His arms are long.
It's like, I really fucked up my car though.
Yeah. It's like, do you hit, like, it goes to the shop, like, do you hit somebody? I don't think so.
Who's got all this hair? Must have been a dog.
It's like either a really hairy dude or a
You
chimpanzee.
hit an Italian. Leave it alone. Forget about it.
like Dad. Like,
Oh, there she is. There's my little puppy girl.
but like, I would definitely, like, if I ran into a chimp in the woods, I'd be like, oh, not this is it.
That scenario alone just crazy to say.
But those are crazy
Yeah,
scenarios, right?
yeah.
See, like besides creating an absolutely crazy scenario, there's people that are afraid of, like the weird fetishes or not fetishes, the weird phobias that people had on like the Maury show back in the day. And like those are weird. As far as that, I don't know any actual phobias I have besides the absolutely outlandish ones.
Did you ever hear of the SS Indian? I can't say this fucking word. Indianapolis. You ever hear about that?
Which is that the one where all the people, where the boat sank and the sharks tore people apart over the course of a couple of days in by Japan and Indonesia?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So that pretty much a little backstory to that. So it was like it was for like to create the atomic bomb or whatever it was, and they were trying to transport materials without a escort, which usually they have like a submarine escort just in case.
Yeah.
And because it was so top secret, they didn't even assign it.
Well, I think that area too had all those like water landmine things too.
Well, the Japanese happened to locate the ship, and then they sank two torpedoes into it. And I forgot, it was like hundreds of people were eaten by sharks.
Yeah.
So
like more people were killed by sharks than the actual bombing or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they actually bring it up in Jaws.
They bring it up in King of the Hill, actually.
Really?
Yeah. The grandfather Cotton, he was supposedly on that boat.
Oh my God! What a fucking character! Wow, right?
But like the whole thing in that show is like he was definitely in World War II, and he definitely got his shin shot off and all that stuff.
His shin shot off?
Yeah, he got shot in his shins. That's why he had to have his feet sewed to his kneecaps or whatever.
Right.
And but like he's a World War II vet, but he always like he mixed up what stories he was where he was.
Right.
But one of his stories, what he was on that boat, and he had to sacrifice some of his friends to survive.
Well, that's why I feel like was it Quint? I think is it Quint? Yeah, Quint in Jaws.
Tarantino. Oh, Quint.
Yeah, in Jaws.
Quinn. Yeah.
His character meant so much more after that one scene where they're all drinking below deck and they were going over the scars, and he goes like, "Oh, what's that?" He goes, "That's from the U.S."
Yeah.
And I didn't know that was a real story, and then when I looked it up, apparently they made a movie about it with Nicolas Cage.
Oh, I didn't know there was a movie about it.
Dude, when I tell you,
gruesome,
the biggest garbage film I've
really?
ever watched in my life. Once you told me that Nicolas Cage is in it. Honestly, the only saving grace of that movie was the fact that it was a true story, and just like the eeriness of it.
Again, going back to that based on a true story stuff.
I mean, I'm sure there was probably a lot of factual aspects to it, more so towards the I would say maybe 80-20 factual, because like
80 on the factual side.
Yeah, because like they're in the water floating again. I mean, who got eaten or how they got eaten? That's the 20%.
Yeah.
But like the stories of like how they were just every morning they would wake up, someone else would be gone. Every night they would go to bed, someone would be gone. Like it's and the sharks were just in a feeding frenzy.
Yeah.
That's why I always wonder, like, if the Titanic happened at a different time
or a different area.
Yeah. Like, or different time of year in a different area, what stories that would come up.
Yeah. I mean, they were still in like the Northern Atlantic. I mean, there's still sharks there. There's sharks everywhere.
Yeah, but wasn't it during like the winter time though?
I think it was in November, right?
I mean, it's still in the colder season.
Cold.
But like if you say they would have gone like mid-July, early August.
Yeah. I mean, there would have been different types of horror stories from it.
Yeah. We would still have Jack probably.
Could have had Jack with that.
That's what pissed me off too. That's another fucking story, another movie where it's like, yeah, the boat actually sank, those people died, but there was no Jack and Rose. Spoiler alert.
But you know what there was though was like there's a scene where the water rushes in. And there's a husband and wife on the bed. That's a true story.
Those are real people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even they don't notice this, but like there's a guy on the boat. Towards the end, he's always drinking from a flask. Mm-hmm. That's a real person.
I heard that one too, and the band was real too.
The band was real, yes.
They played until the end,
and the band actually had to pay for their suits. The company that they ordered the suits from. Fucked. So the company they ordered the suits from, whatever it was, they billed the family members of the band members because they didn't return the suits. I hope that's not
The
a true,
horrors of capitalism.
I hope that's not a true story. I remember reading that, but then again, I didn't. It's like anything I read in text anymore, I take it as a grain of salt. I don't ever
Yeah,
really believe
I get
anything
that.
because there's so many memes now with captions to it that could just be like context clues of just like a bunch of bullshit.
There's lots of times where I see something, I was like, wow, that's a crazy fact. And then you look it up later and it's like, well, it's not really.
Right. Like you could take any person of any time and say like quotation marks, I hate this or this, that, and that. And then you're like, ugh.
What's the one guy who's misquoted the most? Crap. He
Christ.
well, but like, God, he's like known for like saying things about alcohol is proof that God loves us.
Alcohol is a proof that God loves us?
Yeah. Or beer is proof that God loves us, something like that.
RFK?
No, RFK. No, he'd be like heroin's proof that God loves us.
Heroin creates autism. Oh shit.
No kidding.
Yeah. Dude, it's like RFK, drugs are bad. They're like, Mackie knew it the whole time.
Yeah. Like, thanks for clarifying that one.
Thanks for clarifying, dude.
God, what the hell's his name? Hunter S. Thompson.
Oh,
He's got a lot of quotes.
He's a wild boy, though.
Yeah, but he's got a lot of really good quotes, but a lot of them that are attributed to him are not his.
I'm sure.
And but I don't even know if the beer one is his. Like beer is proof, or beer or alcohol. I remember what it was. Is proof that God loves us. And I don't even remember if that one's real.
Do you know, I hate most likely now. When you're watching any type of reels on Instagram, it's always Joe Rogan going, "Did you hear this? This is wild," and it cuts to something completely different.
I know,
and it's like, and it's the same intro. Like, are people that dumb?
dude? You know what the one I see the most that like absolutely drives me nuts though is like, yo, Simpsons, because Simpsons has all that prediction shit.
Yeah,
was trying to tell us. And it goes on to this, like, you know, they're showing something that Simpsons might have predicted, whatever. And then it goes off into this, like, tangent, unrelated. I see it all the time where it's like Simpsons did a thing. The one big one was, like, in an episode of Simpsons, Homer or somebody ordered something from China, and they sneeze into it, and they close it. And then the disease gets over into the U.S. and everybody's freaking out because everyone's sick. It's COVID, right?
Right. Yeah.
And and then not only that, like when they're trying to find a cure, like I don't know if you remember during COVID, but there was a thing where the giant hornets or whatever, the giant bees.
Oh no. Yeah, and I think you said cure. I remember they were saying something about a certain cure was like it was working, but go on.
Yeah, well, so
the
like
killer bees. Yeah.
So in The Simpsons, they're like, we need a cure, like, and they're freaking out, and then like they start rioting and they overturn a truck, and like a bunch of bees fly out, and it was like during COVID, there was a thing where like I don't remember if it was Africanized bees or whatever, like got released in the U.S. by accident too. I don't think anything came of it.
No, I don't think anyone even saw one.
No, well, I have no idea, but like it was just like funny because it was like, oh my God, a disease from China, you know? And then, oh my God, the bees. And it was like such a weird correlation.
Yeah.
Right?
I remember that.
It was obviously just like a random correlation. But so people would post those scenes and then be like, Simpsons were trying to tell us. And they're like, you need to, and they would just try to sell you some bullshit.
Yeah.
Ashwagandha, this, that, whatever. I don't know, whatever's popular at the time.
Ashwagandha?
That's one of the ones that people try to sell all the time.
This is Halloween, baby.
Yeah,
we can't be talking sports on Halloween.
Let's dial back to horror or Halloween stuff.
Back to Halloween. Back to fun.
Right. Yeah.
I left the door open now. This dog's gonna go back and forth between the fucking window and the door.
If she comes back in, I'll close the door.
Let me. Yep, attacking Winston already.
Oh God.
Oh, let me tell you this real quick. So,
Hey. You can't hear me.
Yeah. I was walking down the back steps to go to the dumpster to throw out some garbage, and because the salon below me was still open, I opened my back door, and because I have that little sunroom where the door goes into the salon.
Yeah. That's a terrible idea.
Yeah, it's all right. I opened the door, and one of the workers there was getting her hair colored. So she had the poncho on. She had like the tin foil in her hair, but there's no light in the sunroom, and it's pitch black outside. So I opened up the door, and there she is standing there, about to walk outside to go have a cigarette. It just timed it perfectly. She has no idea that my right leg was cocked back to kick her in her fucking chest. Dude, I saw her, and I was like, witch! And I almost kicked her. And then she was like a raspy voice. She's like, oh, I scared you this time, because I always scare her because she's on her phone, and I come around the corner and scare her. Oh my God. She almost went through plate glass window.
Yeah.
I was gonna have to file a police report. What happened?
It was like I was with one of my exes. I was home, and she's like, yeah, I'm getting out of work late. She's like, I'm like, all right, you coming over, or are you just going home? She's like, I'm just gonna go home. I'm like, all right, cool. So like, I'm sitting up, and I'm pretty sure I was watching some kind of horror, right? And all of a sudden, my door starts to open. I remember I propped up, and I was like, hey! And I was like, I put my fist back, and it was just my girlfriend coming through the door. And it's like,
I mean,
oh
you
my
God.
God.
You'd never be too sure. Maybe a 30% shot, you know.
But I was like, you could have gave a warning text. So I was like, I don't know, be like, hey, I'm here. You know.
My youngest sister used to do that. Still a time where
she got horrified by one of your friends anyways.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
She's like, don't make this weird.
Don't make this weird. Well, I mean, I tell context of that story now.
Well, yeah. All right, we'll go back to it. But
yeah. So when I lived at home, like when I was before college, I was like a freshman, or I'm sorry, a senior in high school. I forgot how old she was. She was a baby, but she would always come downstairs and like want to sleep in my room. Like she did a couple of times, but she would just do it so unannounced where I'd wake up and there's a little girl in a fucking nightgown in my bedroom. I'm like, what the fuck?
Drop kick her out of the bed.
And like the trauma would have been if I were to just connect with the jaw, that she would never come into the room again. But I'll never forget, because that was around the time that Dawn of the Dead had came out, and the beginning scene of that movie was the little girl at the edge of the bed when she was a zombie.
Yeah.
So she would come in my room, and then, but like, I started locking the door at that point, but I felt bad because she'd be in the hallway just in the dark.
Yeah.
It was so cute, but at the same time, I was like, bitch, you about to get fucking planted. Like, let me know when you're coming.
Like, I'm the scariest thing in this house.
And the thing is, like, this is before cell phones.
Yeah.
So, like, you're not going to text me, like, are you up? No, you just do exactly what everyone does.
Scared. I want to come in your room.
Yeah, you just go venture down into the darkness of my fucking basement where I used to live. But as we got older, I had a buddy of mine. We were having a house party or whatever. My mom was having a Christmas party, and she had never, my youngest sister had never met my friend before. And she comes home late. The party's over. We're all going to bed. And she's come up the steps, and he's like, my buddy's trying
like
to find,
standing over.
He's
you or Shane, or
he was of stroke. He was trying to find a spot to sleep, but he couldn't figure out where to go. And then when she came up the steps, and she just sees him standing awkwardly in the darkness of the living room over our other friend who's sleeping. He's like, "Don't make this any more weird than it has to be."
which is probably the weirdest thing you could say. Like,
dude, and she just went like, "Okay," and went to bed. Like,
it's one of the greatest.
It's the greatest line ever. Don't make it has to be. That could be like a horror response or a comic one. And luckily,
I would get back in my car and be like, "The family's dead. I'm out."
Yeah. And the thing is, like, I won't forget the way she described it. Was like, Stroke was sleeping on the couch, and he was just standing above him, just kind of like doing a once over, like, where can I plant myself?
Yeah,
it looked like he was going to bang Stroke. That's what it looked like. It looked like he was probably going to crawl onto the couch with him.
Maybe he was, and she stopped it. She might be a hero.
Oh, she might be a hero.
Yeah.
Nah, then
have you met her?
Yeah, no, she's a villain.
Does she listen to this?
Probably not. No, if it's more than an hour, she has lost attention span.
I don't know, but your sisters scare me. So all of them.
Well, they're all fucking what's it called? Antichrists.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna circle right back to horror though, because we got to talk about Welcome to Derry a little bit. We talked about that 2 It movies. Mentioned Welcome to Derry, but did not.
All right,
delve in.
yeah. We close. We can close it. This is the shit I'm talking about. That's why you gotta close that door because it's.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
No, that's all right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. It's we're almost done anyway.
No.
Oh, did you? Oh, the cat wants to get out, but don't worry about it.
No, you can
it's
stay.
it's fine.
You stayed. Oh.
Oh boy.
All right,
She's
so-
just torpedoing the podcast.
Yeah. So in Welcome to Derry, obviously be a spoiler for anyone who's not watching it.
Well, don't spoil it. It just came out last Sunday.
Yeah, we're almost at Sunday again.
Hey,
Was it
listen,
Thursday?
you at least give like
Friday?
15 years for the Sixth Sense. You at least give at least 2 weeks for the first.
I think
episode.
everyone knew what the hell happened in Sixth Sense.
I'll tell you. All right, so the Welcome to Derry has a lot of shocking aspects, being the fact that like, Jesus Christ, being that who was dying was very kind of not
who you'd expect.
who you expect, but also too is like who it was that was dying. Like it's very rare they go that way about it. But
Yeah.
I thought it was done pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. I thought there was certain.
I was very pleasantly surprised. It was definitely a little rushed, but it's also an episode.
Yeah, but it's just weird because I'm trying to figure out like we started off with the first It movie and it was a fresh batch of kids going through it all.
Yeah.
So now like are they and no made mention of any kids from the past had interjected into that time.
Well,
frame then.
aside from my brother Georgie went missing, but he barely even mentioned the other kids.
No. I'm saying like none of the kids. They never mentioned like anyone to come forward that we've dealt with this before.
Yeah.
Like, adults have gone to the kids saying, "Oh, what you're going through, I've gone through." So to me, I think everyone has to die.
Yeah. So the thing I'm wondering is because so far the only adults that we know from Welcome to Derry, are Mike Hamlin's grandfather, who's like the army guy right now.
Right. Why is his grandfather? Oh, because 27 years, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 27 years, and like, I mean, if he has a kid next year, then his kid would be, think of a 18 and 18 year
He has a
old.
kid already, I would think.
Maybe.
He would have to because
yeah.
I was just doing the math in my head too a second ago. If he would have a kid, say 10 years from that means 17 years later. It means his son would have to have a kid, and then the kid would have to be.
Yeah, they would both have to be young dads.
Right,
That's
so-
for sure.
Unless, what year does this take place in? Does it take place in the 40s?
60 something.
And then when does it take place? In the 70s? Or the 80s?
I think it's the 80s, late 80s. But yeah, so like, so they said it was his grandfather because they said the names match up or whatever. But like, so we know him, and then we know or we don't know, but like, because they haven't said his name, but the Jewish kid in Welcome to Derry,
Right.
He has an older brother who could be the dad to the Jewish kid in IT. IT.
IT.
Yeah, I'm just.
I mean,
spelling out.
that makes more sense. So, I mean, that means that Hanlon would have to have a kid the same age, if not around the same age, as the older brother of the Jewish kid.
Yeah. Roughly,
Yeah.
and but like it could all time out, and so those are like the connections. There's some people that are saying that the main girl that's in it could be Beverly, right? The one chick, the only girl of the loser club.
Oh, could be.
Could be her mom or something, but it was like that's kind of a stretch because they haven't really given her name. I did see like I was watching like Easter eggs hidden in it. Remember when we were watching it and the girls were in the bathroom stall and there was writing all over it.
Yeah,
and I was like, read the writing.
Read the writing. Yeah.
So I didn't pick up anything on the writing, but apparently
it was out of focus.
Yeah. So one of the names on it is somebody. Somebody's dad or whatever is Bev's dad.
Okay. I feel like
her name is Bev, right? Beverly?
I don't remember. I feel like this entire show is going to be Easter egg central.
It is. I've already watched like 3 videos on Easter eggs in it. It's pretty crazy.
Right.
But it's good because it's all supposed to take place in the same town, so there should be like relations between people.
Yeah, I mean like that makes sense, but I'm saying like in the same. I feel they're going to do a lot more like foreshadowing for the future. Like 27 years later is a lot of time to cover. So like you have to like you would have to study the It movies,
Yeah.
and then try to find what could translate from 27 years past.
Yeah. I mean, it makes more fun for the viewer.
If
I love finding Easter eggs. And
that's the best. Is when
I mean, the Maturin or whatever, the turtle thing. That's the That's the.
that turtle showed up like every other scene though, on like lockets and then bracelets.
Yep, and the mascot and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and apparently, there's even like the billboard outside the school that says whatever the turtle says this or whatever, and it says it. I don't know. And
My mom's dog is named after a turtle. Tortuga.
What?
Tortuga.
Oh yeah, it means tortoise. Yeah.
Yep. A little fun fact for all the viewers. Where's my
Nice.
camera?
A little bit of Spanish
for
on
all.
you. But anyways, I love the Easter eggs. I really cannot wait for the second episode. I really hope it's not a dream.
Yeah,
I think it might be, but or a vision or a dream or whatever.
Before you say it, before the way that it ended, it could possibly be like a fucked up vision that someone could have had, which I
Yeah.
don't hope they do, because then you hold on to like, if they were to retract on what happened, it takes away from the possibility of understanding that nobody's safe in that show.
Yeah,
And that's what I like about it. No one's safe in the show.
I think that makes a really good,
Yeah.
very edgy show.
That's what Scream did.
Yeah.
When Scream killed Drew Barrymore, the only A-list actress that was in the movie.
Yeah.
And they killed her. Next to Drew Barrymore, it was Courtney Cox from Friends.
Yeah, which
But she
honestly,
was-
I didn't really see her dying. So.
But she's also a B-list actress. Like, she was only popular in actually, no, what am I saying? She was in Ace Ventura. She was in
Yeah, she was in a
Scream.
lot of stuff, but
she
she didn't belong in that movie though. Honestly, I thought she would have been above that movie. I'm glad she took it.
Well, they did it for a reason. They paid her specifically to die in the beginning, just to make sure that. And do you know that
You're talking about Drew Barrymore?
Yeah.
I'm saying Courtney Cox.
Courtney Cox, yeah.
Courtney Cox should have been above that movie, and she was already very famous from Friends. She did a couple other movies and stuff. She was decent. She didn't need to do that movie.
She's not a bad actress.
No.
No, it's just she unfortunately got caught up with that she's Monica from Friends.
And that was a good breakaway. That was during Friends.
It was a decent breakaway, but then again, the Scream franchise is also fucking a joke.
Yeah, but it's it's also supposed to be a horror comedy.
Yeah,
know?
well, it's the first. It's like breaking with the fourth wall. Is that what's it called? The third wall.
Well, that's when you talk to the movie. You talk to the audience,
right? But like, it's one of those things where it's addressing. It's a version of that because you're addressing typical.
Well, because they go in a horror movie, this is what would happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They address like this is the typical practicalities of these situations.
Yeah.
Oh, my little puppy girl over here.
Like, but I mean, that was so the like disassociation they had from the reality of it. Like the people in it, as they were talking about, like this is how it happens in a horror movie. I was like, I actually kind of loved because that's very like how people are today.
Yeah.
It actually almost was like kind of a futuristic thought.
What was funny about the movie is that there's a scene where the guy throws the phone and hits Matthew Lillard in the back of the head.
I don't remember that scene.
So it's a very subtle scene, but at the end when like they reveal the killers and Sydney had escaped, whatever it was, and she had called up Billy, and Billy's like yelling, and he throws the phone and hits Matthew Lillard on accident. Matthew Lillard isn't like, he goes like, hit me with the phone, man. Like he played.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that was in the script. That was added in.
Oh, I don't remember that scene.
It was. He didn't mean to hit him with the phone. He's having to throw it, and then Matthew Lillard just took the opportunity to be like, hit me with the phone, man.
You know what I love is so Scary Movie, the movie,
Right.
and Scream. There's a scene where the girl goes where she's like, I'm sorry, I don't fit in your perfect little life, right? And she
my
runs
God.
away.
And the girl, the camp, yeah.
She runs away very awkward. And then in Scary Movie, she does the same thing.
the
I'm
same
sorry, I don't
thing.
fit your perfect life, and she runs away super awkward. I never really put together how awkward the girl ran and screamed until I watched Scary Movie.
Until I saw that.
And then I watched it again. I was like, that was fucking weird. Why'd she run like that?
Jesus Christ! What the?
But going back to Derry, welcome to Derry. If it's like I was talking earlier about this, if it's like you know, some of the kids die, some of them survive. They meet other kids that have died and survived. And I was watching
Maybe other kids who've died,
or like other kids that survived from the
Right.
group that died, right? So it's like we always focus on, like, when it comes to it, like that he's eating Jesse's kind of group of kids, but he's supposed to be eating a lot of kids. You know, he eats for a year or something like that. Or like I guess some of the stories says that like he eats for like 3 years at times.
was it 3 years? I thought it was 1 year straight.
So I don't know, because I was watching a video online today and it was saying like, oh, he ate for 3 years back in the day in the 1800s. I was like,
Oh,
like when, so you know the Pennywise the dancing clown,
Yeah,
the circus thing.
yep.
I mean, they haven't gone that far back yet. I hope they do in the show. I hope that like it's like an anthology series where they show different time periods of it. And I think that would be great.
Yeah, Pennywise definitely swallowed more kids than Freddie Mercury. Right?
Well,
Right?
probably not. And probably not.
That's a crazy reference.
That's a terrible reference.
What do you mean?
Ah,
You just made a noise. you
Ah.
you did.
anyway,
Anybody can use that joke going forward.
moving on.
Moving forward.
I hope that I don't know if it's going to be an anthology series where it's like takes place in different time frames and stuff like that. To believe it or not, I kind of wish they took place in like the 1800s when he was supposed to arrive and moved on from there.
There was a theory that the movie The Mist was what released Pennywise because all those aliens and whatever came out of the mist, that Pennywise was one of them. And
well, he's supposed to arrive on Earth from a cosmic being, though.
I'm talking about a theory. I'm not saying.
Yeah, I know,
I'm
but
saying
like
that the government in the movie The Mist, the government had opened up a portal that was on a private island, and then all these creatures had came out of it, and Pennywise was one of them.
okay.
That was. I'm not sure exactly the origin of Pennywise. I'm surprised they haven't done that yet.
They mention it, like in a Ritual of Chud thing. They said that he was a cosmic being that crash landed on Earth and was laid dormant for years and woke up every so many years and to harvest on people. And I guess the book goes into it more. I didn't read the book.
But you can't read the book. The book's the size of a fucking lasagna.
Yeah, and not only that, it's got a 6-page sex scene of kids. So,
And I'll say it once, I'll say it again. That's a very generous amount of pages for a sex scene with a bunch of little kids. Like that's
yeah, it is.
yeah, it's a little much for me.
Yeah. And
And the thing is, they gloss over that every movie. They
Yeah.
never bring it up.
yeah, well, let's not.
You think Stephen King's like, the fuck? I wrote it in the book, and they're like,
I'm
like,
pretty
Steve,
sure-
we can't put this out. He's like, oh, what do you mean?
I'm pretty sure like Stephen King is like, so like a VPN means you can't figure out what my IP address is on my computer, right?
Yeah, right. Well,
Right? I don't know about this guy. He writes some good stuff, but I don't know about this guy.
if you write the stuff that Stephen King's write, I don't expect him to be a normal human being.
No, but like I don't need any that.
Yeah, no, you can go. I mean, I get what he's trying to go with it when it comes to the connection of them all. Just have them all share a burger.
Well, they did it in the movie. They did a blood oath. They cut their hands.
Oh, was that the replacement of?
Yeah, that was the replacement of it. They did a blood oath. I was like,
know.
there you go. Good. Awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, that. I thought that was actually like a perfect like transition of what it was supposed to be.
All right, so let's send off here and let's try. Give us a scary movie that you recommend watching, because by the time this gets produced, it'll be after Halloween, so we'll do a Christmas episode in no time.
All right. Besides the It series, what's a scary movie I like? I actually like The First Ring.
Oh, because you want to go that kind of scary? Okay.
It's more like suspenseful.
Yeah.
You don't know what's gonna
The First
happen.
Ring fucked a lot of people up.
Yeah, I mean, it's not scary.
No, it's not scary, but like it's definitely.
I thought it was a very original idea, very interesting concept. It's one of those very easy concepts to tackle.
Yeah.
Don't watch it.
Yeah.
But like, I thought it was interesting.
I could end that movie in 10 minutes.
Yeah, 17 would destroy him.
Not even that. I would have, if you have 7 days, I'm like, all right, so I'm going to the first nursing home. Who's about to go soon? Mrs. Carrollton? Cool. Pop that fucking thing in there, walk
Okay,
out.
you just have to pass it along,
yeah.
right?
And then I'll pop it out and be like, sorry, Mrs. Carrollton. And
Yeah.
just leave.
But like, you're gonna tell Sam and Dean they have 7 days to figure out shit. They usually have like 8 hours.
Imagine that ghost showing up to the nursing home like, just back in the well you go. And then you just break the thing. Like, I'll tell you a movie right now.
Huh.
Frailty.
I never saw it.
It's with Matthew McConaughey, and he's telling a story to a police officer about how his father, who's the guy in the first Twister?
Dude, I'm so bad with actors.
Well, the guy.
I know who you're talking about.
It's his dad.
He died recently.
Yeah, his dad that's his dad.
Okay.
And he's telling this deputy like that my brother is the killer, is a serial killer. I'm gonna tell you why. And it's a whole backstory of how his father, that guy, was saying that like whenever he touches something, he was giving God had given him the ability to touch people and see their sins, and then he has the past to kill them.
Okay.
So it's watching these two little boys, and his older brother's like, "Yo, this is not real. He's fucking crazy." And the younger brother's like, "No, I think I get Dad's vision." And Matthew McConaughey is telling the story of and now he's all grown up, and I guarantee you won't guess the ending.
Okay. What's
Yeah.
it called again?
Frailty.
Frailty.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And he goes, and the guy's like saying, like the dad's like, God sends me the tools we need to use to kill these people with. And I saw it in a vision, and it was like a hatchet, and it was like this, and it was that. I guarantee you, if you watch that movie, you probably wouldn't get the ending.
Okay.
It's one of those movies.
I love trying to guess the ending of movies. So
Yeah, I hate saying it's a to give you the. I probably should have said that because you probably should have just watched it and be like, oh, because there's no build up to being that type of movie, and then at the end you're like, fuck.
okay.
Yeah, frailty, people.
Interesting.
But all right.
Well, I would like to say like the next podcast I would like to do with you should be more around the Christmas time.
Oh yeah.
And for a certain reason, we're gonna be building a Lego.
While we're doing it,
Yes.
I like that.
So we've decided, since our birthdays are so near each other, and obviously Christmas is Christmas, we're gonna do Legos instead of buying each other gifts.
Time spent is better than time. I don't think there's no
It's
saying.
something money. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want a gift. Let's hang out.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
and build a Lego. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Well, happy Halloween.
Yeah. Happy Halloween. But I say we build a Lego
Oh, I'm down for the Lego. Fucking hell yeah, dude.
and do a podcast.
All right. Well, that's the episode 4 to Mad Company. Cheers.
Cheers.